Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
Norfolk Southern Star, watching trains.
and being Miss Devious 2.0 as usual. Gulp.
Devious 2.0.
Gulp. Anyway, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we'll be taking a look at one of the most luxurious radios that I've ever come across in a long time. The successor to the Midland WR300, the Midland WR400. Alright, a little bit of history. The Midland WR400 was made last year, in fact, in 2017. And it is the successor to the legendary Midland WR300, so just like I said in the Radio Reviews episode, for this radio, I'm going to say the same thing for this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. It's like father, like son. It's a trapezoid oval hybrid. They're so alike. Just look at them. They're trapezoid oval hybrids. You can't change that, Midland. Because this is the 400, it has to be as alike as possible. The bottom looks like a brick. And there's her WR400. Yes, she has both oval hybrid bricks. As do I.
I got all four Midlands right over here.
Yep.
All lined up.
Hey, it's your giant pill, and there's your giant black brick.
Yep. And the giant pills will be up soon. Alrighty.
But anyway, oh, my 519 being devious again with the signal loss. Oh, now you want to stop doing it. Okay, you're gonna tease me. I see how it is. Anyway, the bottom of the 400 looks like a brick, as much of a brick as the 300 is on the bottom. The only difference is the back is rounded. It has a rounded edge. It's slanted, and for some reason the batteries in the battery cover is slightly deeper inside the radio than the 300. But yeah. This thing is just a trapezoid oval hybrid brick! Just like the 300 it was inspired by. So, but trust me, this radio has a lot more features. So, we're going to take a look at some of those features, and we're going to get right down to it. So let's get down to the first feature, which is, of course, the button beeps and the siren test. First off, the button beeps. Now, on previous Midland radios, you've heard the button beeps and what they sound like. Obviously, you've heard them. Here's the 300. There's the HH5452 version 16. The two WR100s, if I can do them correctly. The 120. Yeah, very simple, but here is the 400's button beeps. Doesn't sound that different, but it's so pretty! But yeah, those are the button beeps for the WR400. And now for the alert test. Now, I'll quickly do an alert test on the older ones just so you know. Here's the 300. The HH. WR100. Can't do it on the version 2 because it's a version 2. Wah. And the 120, which is on the frickin' wall. But yeah, now let's hear the 400. 3, 2, 1. That sounds so futuristic, doesn't it? But yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's just slightly higher pitched, and it's at a more consistent rate than the other radios. But I really like that. It adds that new weather radio feel, doesn't it? It's Midland and their antics. Saving. And yes, this radio really is luxurious, and we'll get to that in a minute. It even has luxurious button beeps and sirens, for God's sakes. The next feature that I really love about this radio is the screen. Look at that. That's a beautiful screen right there. It kind of looks the same as the Sangean CL100 screen, to be honest. It's kind of like the same colors, but the only difference is the 400 screen is obviously much bigger than the Sangean's. But instead of that blue backlight on the older Midlands, you have this screen instead. I think that is really, really cool. And there's a backlight setting for it too. And for some reason, this backlight can go all the way up to 10, and it can only be at 1 at the least. But you can still see the numbers even at the lowest setting. Even on camera, you can see them. But I want it to be as bright as possible, so I'm going to keep that on 10. But yeah. And if you want to change it, you can just have this backlight button right here, just to have the presets. I like to keep it on the lowest setting, but even though it's on 10, I like to keep it there on the lowest setting, just so it saves energy. So anyway, next feature. Next feature on this radio. Your eyes are not deceiving you. That, my friends, is in fact a USB port. This radio can charge cell phones. Just like the Eton FRX3 over there. This radio can charge cell phones. Even though I don't have a cell phone. But let's try plugging in my MP3 player real quick. Let's see if the radio charges it. And no, if you guys are wondering, no, this radio does not have any auxiliary capabilities because it's Midland. Alright, where's the charging cable? There we go. Okay, so I got the charging cable for my MP3 player. I'm going to plug that into the USB port. There we go. Now let's plug it into the MP3 player and see if it does anything. Will it power on? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's an embarrassment. Maybe when it's plugged in. Maybe when it's plugged in. Let's try that real quick. Let me get the plug. No, it's tangled around the Eton. And no, it's not the Zone Guard. There we go. It has to be plugged in order for it to charge things. Yeah. Just as I thought. It has to be plugged in order to charge things. So yeah, as you can see, it's charging my MP3 player right now. As you can see by the battery meter, this radio is charging my MP3 player just like that. Now you tell me, how cool is that? That's pretty cool. And I think it's a very nice feature to have in the event of an emergency. If your power ever goes out, you can always like leave your cell phone right on the side of the radio just to charge it. That is so cool. Good job on that, Midland. Next feature is the speaker quality, and I just heard a ding ding. Raleigh. Oh, issues AFD.
Of course they issue an AFD because it's Raleigh, because when it's winter, they never issue anything. Of course they're not issuing a tornado warning for Davidson at this time!
Because it's February. But anyway, next feature, the speaker quality. Now, as you can see, it is the same speaker design. Oh my god. Stop issuing shit I don't care about, Raleigh. I'm trying to do a damn video. Only alert me about your Davidson antics. Damn you. But anyway, as you can see, the speaker is the same design as the WR300 speaker design. If I can crawl over there. Somewhat. The only difference is the 400 has larger circles for the speaker. The 300 is a little bit older, like smaller circles. But you get my point. Anyway, let's raise the antenna real quick. And by the way, I've noticed that on these newer antennas of the WR400, I've noticed that they have degraded the quality of the antenna somewhat. And I've seen a lot of people bent these, particularly Jacob fucking Smith, when he unboxed the thing nonetheless. But it's not because of him bending the antenna. I have noticed that the antennas on these WR400s are quite weak. They're much weaker than the newer, not the newer, but the older radios. These antennas are much weaker, and they can bend pretty easily if you're not careful. So, unless you want to break the antenna of a $70 radio, I would not be happy. But anyway, on to the speaker quality. Raise the antenna back up. See if I can get a signal even with this computer right next to me. Just as I thought. Let's move it.
Lows in the upper 50s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 90%. The extended forecast for the listening area. Monday, showers likely. Highs in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 70%. Monday night, cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Lows in the lower 40s. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. Highs in the lower 50s.
Katie. My version 5 is saying check reception.
I do that too. Sometimes.
It just said check reception.
They'll do that.
Did the version 2 say that?
I don't know if it's a version 2, but
And of course the 262 is saying check operation. That's great. Oh, there it goes, look. Check reception.
yep, they don't do that.
It's saying check reception right there. That's actually the first time I've ever seen it do that. That's the first time I've ever seen my version 5 do that. Damn. But anyway, back to the speaker quality.
Cloud to ground lightning strikes.
Ooh.
Rain showers will increase in coverage and intensity tonight.
Ooh.
Heavy rain possible through the early morning hours. The extended outlook for the period Sunday through Friday. Sunday, heavy rain with flooding possible. Heavy rain are expected across the Piedmont throughout the weekend. Total rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches appear likely by Sunday evening, and this could lead to localized flooding issues, which could linger into Monday morning.
Right now.
Here is a special weather statement. Areas of dense fog have formed.
Could I get bunch of floods? Now let's try the AM/FM broadcasts, but as usual I have to go to 90.7 and no music stations because YouTube don't like that. But anyway. Oh God.
And then the moment I mention Institute Copy, these buzzwords, they assume that when I look at copy trees, I can see the matrix just because I'm from the outside. So I walk down to a tree and I start touching the leaves and like looking at the leaves. I might even smell it, I don't know. Just to pretend I know what I'm doing. And so one of the Yusuf comes up to me. He's like, "Hey Mokhtar, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you, but the coffee trees are actually over there." And he points somewhere else.
Now, for some reason on the AM/FM, you have to hold the button down. Unlike on the 300 where you just press the radio button and it just turns off right away. Oh, and by the way, here's something else you should know if you're using this radio for AM/FM purposes only. If you ever use AM/FM, and if you want to go to a station like Let's say you have a station on frequency 108.1. Well, too bad, because it only goes up to 107.3. And you can't go any further. What the hell, Midland? Now, I get why they blocked that out, because I know there's not a lot of stations that use those frequencies in that range, but still, at least have them. Boy. But anyway, hold on. So anyway, while I wait frantically for a bunch of floods, next feature. The next feature I like, yes, it has set events just like the WR120 EZs. And if you go to edit events, not only do you get to see the messages, but you also get to see the pretty, beautiful warning light. But it's not as pretty as a statement white. But yeah, right now it's the advisory light is on and showing administrative message. Avalanche watch. I want to get this, but for, oh, I don't want to get that. I don't want to get an avalanche watch. There's Katie messing with her trains.
That's why they call me Norfolk Southern Storm.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't want to get an avalanche watch. I don't want to get that. No, I do not. I'm going to get a tornado watch for Davidson. Settle down, Clay. You're getting too excited. Severe weather statement. Severe thunderstorm warning. SVR, SVR, SVR. Anyone? Does anyone want SVRs? Severe thunderstorm watch. If only they tone those. Special marine warning. I hope to God I get one of these one day. Where there's the required weekly and monthly tests, of course. Power outage advisories are non-existent, so I don't know why the hell. Yeah, power outage advisory is non-existent, so I don't know why in the hell they put that there. Nonetheless, on every other damn radio that has the option to disable and enable certain alerts. If the power's gonna go out, it's gonna go out. You don't need to say an advisory for that. If it goes out, it goes out. There's nothing stopping it. Iceberg warnings are non-existent as well. High wind watches and warnings, however, are existent. Hurricane watches, hurricane statement, freeze warnings. Well, they are existent, but they don't tone them. Nor do they do that with flash freeze warning. I never even heard of flash freeze warning. I bet that's a non-existent alert as well, isn't it? Fire warning, that's real. Flood warning. Bunch of floods. Flood statement. Flood watch. Bunch of floods! Flash flood warning, flash flood statement, flash flood watch, evacuation watch, dust storm warning, practice demo. Ooh. Damn watch. Hey, Katie. It's a damn watch. I don't want a damn watch. I don't want a damn watch, those damn watches. Coastal flood warning. Coastal flood watch. Huh?
Damn those watches.
Yet, damn the damn watch. The damn watches are... Damn! Those damn watches! I hate those damn watches! Child abduction emergency. Blizzard warning. Boil water warning.
Ooh, I'll boil the water and then make some pasta with it.
Avalanche warning. Yeah, we're back to where we started. But yeah, at least it's there just to show you that you can disable and enable certain alerts. So that's a cool feature to have. Next feature is the button beeps silencer. Now, if you don't want to hear these annoying button beeps every time you press a button, like this, if you find that to be annoying, you can just go into the button beeps and then turn them off. So now when you press a button, you won't hear it. And I didn't mention this in my other episodes, but you can also do the same thing on the 120EZ and the HH54 VP2. You can do the same on both of those radios. Oh, and speaking of which, just like I said in the last episode, and it's still not here yet, cause Katie's delivery service likes to waste their sweet ass time. What is your delivery? What delivery service did you use? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I think it's UPS. I don't know.
UPS? They don't take that long. It's probably USPS.
USPS or FedEx. Nah, I'll keep it FedEx. Somebody's taking their sweet old time.
FedEx wouldn't take that long either.
It's coming from around the world is what it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, let me guess. Oh, let me guess. The starting point is in Cincinnati. And they have to go all the way around the fucking world and back just to go to Atwater, just to freaking deliver the damn little radio.
Pretty much.
But yeah, back to the button beeps. Yes, you can silence them.
It says arriving Wednesday, and then the lightning detector coming in as well.
Wait, so it's arriving next Wednesday? Is that what you mean?
The 14th. It says it's expected by that day. Better be.
It better be! Because, damn it, you've been waiting for that thing for how long? Over a month. And it still hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
God.
Well, they weren't kidding when it says it takes 1 to 2 months to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Anytime now.
Any day now. God. Katie.
Of course, this has to happen to me. The 12519 has to give me signal loss. And now it doesn't want to do it. 'Cause it's a big black brick. Signal loss. It's doing it. Signal loss.
Anyway. Next feature on the 400. The trapezoid oval brick hybrid. Next. It has the option to set the language. You can have, here's the typical selection on all newer Midland radios. You can have English, French, or Spanish, I guess, and French. Yes, it has English, Spanish, and French. It's not in English, French, or Spanish like in the 120. That's not what the order is on this radio. Instead, on the 400, it's English, Spanish, or French. So, yeah. If you know somebody who only speaks Spanish or French, and if they need a weather radio, this is the one that you should get for them, even though it costs a ton. But yeah, at least it has the languages. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it on that, on the language setting. But again, I haven't seen anybody else use them. But if you know somebody who needs a weather radio and speaks either Spanish or French, get them this radio. It'll help. The last thing I want to point out about this radio. The styling. Just, although it looks the same as the WR400, but just look at it. Look at it. It's got that beautiful, like, charcoal color. It's got the NOAA and Public Alert logos. As you can see. NOAA, Public Alert, preset buttons. The buttons are very streamlined. They really are. I like the details on them. I like the details on the warning lights, the screen. There's the Midland logo in the lower left corner. The buttons are very precise. And they are very pristine too. Even the volume knob on the side. Especially when it's in that charcoal gray color. Next thing you'll know, they'll make a black and silver WR400. Or maybe this will be the first version and it will come out with a white version next year. I highly doubt that. But if they did, that would be cool. But as you can see, the back is stylish too. You have the external antenna, external alert, the headphone jack, which is covered by the cover that you would see on the 120 for the cloning port. And there's the AC adapter, which is micro USB. The antenna, obviously. The other side where the USB port is. And on the bottom, of course, we have the Midland tag, serial number, and the quick programming reference on the battery cover. I'll read that out if you can't read that. I'll say it if you can't read it. Quick programming reference. 1. Press the menu button. 2. Select the set channel option. 3. Choose your local channel and press enter. 4. Now select the set location option. 5. Choose any, multiple, or single. 6. If multiple or single were selected, you will be prompted to choose your country, state, and county. 7. Once finished, press the menu button until saving is shown on the display. 8. Your weather radio is now programmed.
Thanks a lot, Midland. I never would have guessed.
There's the battery cover. As I've mentioned before, it is much deeper than the 300. And for some reason, the battery cover on the 400 has these two grooves here. I don't know what those are for, but I guess it's to space out the batteries. But yeah, this radio is a work of art in the EAS community. And I am really glad that I bought this radio. And I'm really glad that Midland decided to make a successor to the legend known as the 300. Really nice. So, in conclusion on this luxurious weather radio, the Midland WR400 is expensive, I'll give it that. And it's something that not most people could afford. But in my opinion, it really is worth it in terms of all the features and capabilities it has, because with a radio like this, it shows that you are a true radio geek. Look at me, for God's sake.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I got a guitar radios.
Yeah, we're both radio geeks.
Literally.
That's why we're in this community. But yeah.
See all that?
Yeah, look at all her radios. She's a radio geek just like me. Hey.
There's one right there. There's one right there. Oh look there.
Ah! Hide me away from that horrible thing.
And that one, and then there's that one right there, and then these ones right here.
I want the first alert.
All kinds of radios here.
I want the first alert. And the 993.
So bad.
But anyway, I'll get them this year. I will. But yeah, this radio is well worth it for the price if you're looking for an expensive radio that really is worth it. And in my opinion, this is one of those radios. Now, granted, it's priced high because it was just released last year, but the quality and dedication to building these radios, Midland really shows each time they make one. It shows that they really want you to be informed and to have your life saved during severe weather. Props to you, Midland. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel for future updates like these. Also, subscribe to Norfolk Southern Storm over here, because she needs as many subscribers as I do. Trust me.
Yes. Yes.
We all need subscribers. So, thank you guys for watching. This is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with
Norfolk Southern Storm. Subscribe to me.
yeah, subscribe to her. She needs them. She needs them. Show her some love on her YouTube channel by subscribing to her. Anyways, yeah, like she's doing right now. She needs that. She needs subscribers, man. Go do that right now. After you watch this video, guys, subscribe to her. I dare you. Do it. But anyway, we'll see you guys in the next Radio Reviews episode. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.